It was the day of Secret Santa. I used to find it really beautiful because it brings joy and fun by giving away gifts to your secret child. So the game works in this way. You have to pick a name. That person will be your secret child. For 2 days, you have to gift them secretly. And on the third day, you must gift them something special. This is when you get to meet your secret child. At the same time, your secret Santa will also come and meet you. Everyone was excited that afternoon to find out who is going to be their secret child. Also curious to know who will be their secret Santa. We all gathered around the conference hall and went ahead to pick up the names. There were a lot of enthusiastic boys who wished that the names they picked must be of the most popular girl of the office, Manvi. Manvi was the most beautiful girl in the office. She was not like other girls who used to decorate themselves too much to gain everyone else's attention. She had a simplistic attitude towards life and had clear goals for what she wanted to attain. I don't know why I could not get her name. I got Manisha yaar. I wish it could have been Manvi.
That guy will be lucky, whoever gets Manvi.
Every guy was discussing this. Soon, Manvi arrived for her turn. Picked up the chit, read the name, and returned to her seat. Everyone was curious to know whose name she picked, but she preferred being silent. Her best friend Rashi shook her and asked,
Are you not going to tell me who is your secret child? No. I don't want it to be such a big deal. It's normal. I don't understand why people don't take it easily. It's okay. See, if people want to know you and talk to you, you should let people come into your personal space.
said Rashi.
No, Rashi. I don't want to, really. Can we complete that content assignment we were given? I will get the gift for the person, and on the third day, you can see who it was.
Replied Manvi.
Okay.
Said Rashi, with no much care or interest in her voice. For the next 2 days, we went to the conference room, placed the gifts with the name tags, and it got delivered to the respective people. On the first day, Manvi received a book. On the second day, she received a box of chocolates that she loved the most. She shared the box of chocolates with Rashi, and they were confused as to who could have sent these gifts. Finally, it was the third day, where everyone would come forward and disclose the fact as to who gifted who.
Hey, look. I got these earrings. You know Akash from the sales team? He was my secret Santa. Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Said Rashi, with excitement in her voice.
Really? That tall and handsome Akash?
Said Manvi.
Yes. Oh my god, he was blushing while giving away this gift to me.
Said Rashi.
That's good. Well, I bought this shirt for my secret child. And it is none other than our CEO, Sir Rahil. See? Isn't it looking good?
said Manvi. Madam, who is Manvi here? Said our Kunal Bhaiya, the office tea boy.
Hanji, it's me.
This is from your secret admirer.
Okay. Go.
As soon as Manvi checked it, it had a note on top of it with red and yellow roses, a box of chocolates, DVDs of Kishore Kumar, Rafi, Lata Mangeshkar, and a red silk dupatta and a mirror with beautiful glass borders. Manvi was shocked. Who could have known that she wanted all of this? And this was her favorite. Rashi was confused as well. Manvi called out Kunal Bhaiya.
Bhaiya, who gave you this?
Madam, I don't know. It was kept on my table to be transferred at your table. Suddenly, someone comes near to Manvi and says, Hey Manvi, I am Vineet. So, I was your secret Santa, and this is for you. I know you like to listen to songs, so I bought these AirPods for you. I hope you'll like it. And hey, Merry Christmas. Manvi was speechless. She was in utter confusion. Now she knows her secret Santa as well. So who could be this secret admirer?
अरे सुन इधर आ. There's a letter.
Manvi came to her table and read it slowly.
I'm not your Romeo, nor your great godfather. I'm not your stalker or any other metro sharing stranger. I'm just your admirer. Out of hundreds in this office. Please do not complain about this to the HR. I really like you and I don't expect anything from you. I just want you to be happy and smiling. I know since your father passed away last year, you have been too harsh on yourself. Yes, I may have stalked a bit, but all for today. I don't want anything else from you. Please accept my gift and smile.
As soon as she finished reading, she looked up and saw the CEO, who smiled towards her and walked away. Oh God, she could not believe to herself that the CEO was in love with her. She was happy. Not because it was him, but because someone understood her so well. She shared the news with Rashi, who was even more delighted. She went to his cabin. He was about to come out. The moment she was about to say thank you, the CEO took out a box of bracelets and handed them over to Manvi.
Sir, I really liked your gifts, but I can't accept this. I'm really thankful for everything you gave, but this might be too much,
Said Manvi. Too much? I don't understand. When did I give you gifts? I didn't give you. What are you saying? Said CEO, sir.
So that box of chocolates and DVDs? Wasn't it from you?
Said confused Manvi. No, why will I give you? I don't understand what you are saying. But listen, can you do me a favor? I just saw Rashi there standing next to you when you were reading something, and I think this could be the right time to give this to her. take these and this letter and don't let her know it's me, okay? Promise? Manvi got confused and was in deep thoughts. She could see Rashi prancing and dancing and have found her new secret admirer. But who was hers? All she wanted to know was who the admirer was. Because she was really happy that someone understood her so well, gave her so many gifts. She hugged those gifts and said silently,
I don't know who you are, but I really liked the way you gifted me. Thanks.
and she went back home happily. So here's a question for you. Who could have been the person who gifted her all these? Why did he not come in front of her? Was it one of those crazy guys who desperately wanted her name to be on the chair? Why did she not tell anyone what was written in that letter? Why does she miss that admirer while listening to those old songs? Why did she take all the gifts but kept the roses on her table? Why is that letter still in her diary? But wait, how do I know all this?
Sir,
Yes, Rashi?
I want to share something with you.
Yes, tell me.
Ever since her father's death, Marni is not able to focus on her work. I'm afraid if this continues, we will lose this bright and efficient girl.
Even I have been noticing the same thing about her lately. Don't worry. We'll do something about it. She will be fine.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.